Hey, I'm back. Just like I promised, kind of. A little bit later than I expected, but we didn't have a DEP meeting this week, so I pushed back just a hair to see if they'd be scheduled for this weekend, but they didn't. Either way, DEP, if you don't know what that is, late entry program. If you don't leave immediately, you go into DEP. They give you, I'm not going to zoom in on mine super close, but they give you this nifty card, and you're responsible for it. It effectively shows that, hey look, I'm going to be in the military. I don't know if you can see that very well, but yeah. So this video's not going to be very long. I have like 4 topics that I'm going to just touch on really fast. And the first one is DEP. Go figure. Let's see. DEP. You gotta learn a bunch of stuff. So that's pretty typical, right? Always learning. Let's see. So you're gonna have a bunch of responsibilities to your recruiter that you'll learn about on your way back from DEP. Kind of touched on that in my last video, I think. I don't really remember. Anyway, so yeah, you basically you're required to contact your recruiter once a week. I have to contact my recruiter. Well, now my mentor is what he's called now. But either way, we're going to call him a recruiter because that sounds weird. But you have to contact him once a week, minus Monday, normally before like noon. But you're responsible for that, just so they know that you didn't like go break yourself or anything like that, get arrested or get cited for anything, because then you have to fill out a bunch more paperwork. You're also required to do 2 monthly meetings. Ours are the 1st and 3rd week of the month, and you go and you get with all the other DEP people, and you just like learn how to do facings, and you train. I don't know how it really works at other places, but you do like some sort of cardio. When you do push-ups, sit-ups, crunches. It's not really a big deal, but just kind of giving you an idea of what you're getting yourself into. The few guys that do ours are really cool. It's the 2 recruiters from our office that do it. There is, say, about 15 or 16 of us in the DEP program right now, and we all have to go, which we got in huge trouble because we didn't have good attendance. But it was during school, so they let it slide. They changed the time for us. But that's pretty much what we've done since I've been through. Pretty much like civilian life while you're in DEP, but that is just your gap time, I guess, is the best thing to call it, between when you go through NEPs and everything and you're ready to leave. Number 2 going on. The day that you finish NEPs, you're going to get a book, and I have mine down here. It's going to look kind of like this. It's in a folder, and it's called the Start Guide. And it's got all the stuff that you have to learn, like book stuff that you have to learn before you leave. Big things, if you're even trying to go into at least the Navy, are going to be your general orders and your sailor's creed. So if you can find those online, it's easy to just type in the 11 general orders of a century, SENTRY, into Yahoo or Google, whatever you use. It'll pull up. I found mine on about.com. There's a bunch of different places. I'll post a link below. But yeah, it's a good resource. Start learning them early because the wording on them is crazy. That's what's going to throw you off. They're not really that hard to remember. You just have to get the words in the right order. Other important things, you're going to have to learn how to march, stuff like that. They give you, like, definitions. I don't know if you can see this, but, like, it defines what parade rest is in the book, and, like, tells you how to do it, but that doesn't help me at all. Thank God I was in marching band. But it also gives you stuff like what you can and cannot bring to boot camp. What you, like, you just have this whole checklist in the back, and it's called the Delayed Entry Program, PQS? Yeah, PQS, that's what it is. And it's just like your responsibilities and everything like that. But that's pretty much it. Like, we've all done high school, all that jazz, so you know what it's like to learn stuff. Just get your stuff done. It's the biggest thing, because you have to check off all your stuff before you leave. Well, not all of it. If you don't finish, then you're just screwing yourself over, but I'm pretty sure your recruiter's probably mad. So, another cool thing you get when you're at MEPS, and you finish, is this shirt. And it's got the crest on the front, and it says Navy on the back. And mine's kind of stanky right now because you use this for depth. I haven't washed it yet, but it's going to stink like 90% of the time because you use that meetings all the time. You get this cool hat too. I kind of look like a dirt in mine, but you know, Navy across the front, all that jazz. I wear hats a lot, so I want to show you my hat here. And then you're going to get a bag. Mine's all around the ground. Mine looks like this, but I've seen different ones. Mine's just a drawstring. But it's still cool. I use it a lot. Okay, so another thing, the last thing I'm going to touch on today is training requirements. If you aren't training now and you are going to MEPS, or you're getting ready to leave, anything like that, you should be. At MEPS, they're going to weigh you, and you got to make weight. Like, you won't get through if you don't. Well, I mean, you can, but it's hard. But, yeah, so get on that. Also, you don't want to die. Like, basic. That would suck. You don't want to be the person throwing up halfway through your mile and a half. Like, that'd be no bueno. I'm also going to post a link below from probably military.com again. That's an amazing resource. Like, get on that because it'll help you a lot. But it has all the training requirements and the weight requirements and everything. Know what you can and cannot do. You have to. I guess the biggest thing, and I'm going to stress this every time I get back here, is be informed. Be informed. Know what they want from you. Which, I mean, you're watching this video, so obviously, you know, you're on the right track. But just keep yourself up to date on what they're going to ask you and what they're going to expect from you, and just everything like that. Like, don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to go looking for answers. Effectively, just stay on top of it. This is your career choice now. It's something you really have to try and remember. Last thing before I sign off, I am using my laptop computer camera. So if the humming gets too bad and you can't hear what I'm saying, or the video quality is too bad, just let me know. I'll do my best to fix it. I've got a couple friends that I can borrow mics from if that becomes a problem. Like always, you know, if you have questions or a topic that you want me to talk about, just let me know. Drop me a comment. Subscribe to my channel because I'm posting more of these and it might help you. I hope it helps you. But that's all I'm going to do for today. So I will see you guys next week. See you later.